off, more like on this side. We want to pull those wires off. We want to sheetrock this whole beam. We want to fire rate this. So both of these beams get fire rated. Any of the little holes that we see in the Bilco door, let's just make sure that we get some Bondo, whatever. We'll clean them all up. This is like that little pantry area off the kitchen. We need to shore these up a little bit with some Tico brackets and framing. Yeah, we're just got to do a little bit of support over here and some over here. You can see this is starting to fall a little bit. So we want to deal with that. This is the other lead line that comes underground. It taps from the other side. So when we run our new PEX line over here to connect the copper, whatever, we'll just run up into the ceiling. We'll come over here and we'll reconnect whatever is actually needed at that point for this side of the house. That's all collapsed. But let's just seal this up. When we cut the water line, we'll just cut the water line, get rid of it. Okay, what else we got here? Oh, the floor here. So yeah, we had the idea of framing this out. So we'll frame it out. We'll just put some plywood on top. But since the floor is going to be elevated, even if we do some like 2x4s, like every 12 inches or so, we'll just fill it with concrete on the bottom so the 2x4s aren't spongy and they have a lot of strength. And then we'll just we'll patch this little bit of concrete up here when we patch all this stuff up here. So that's not a big deal. Just try to avoid like the tripping hazards. The two new hot water heaters are right over here. There's one, there's two. What else we got here? If we see any old gas shutoff valves, like this one right here, these should be changed. Anything with the chimneys, make sure that they're properly sealed. We'll get rid of the corroding pipe right here and clean all this stuff up. We'll wipe this whole place down. Definitely make sure they're serviced. Oh, this is something I want to think about. This is not a necessity, but because this pipe here is a little bit less than 6 feet, this is the old steam radiator returns, but they don't need the steam radiator returns anymore because they have capped them off and they're now using them for the water lines. So what I'm thinking is, can we actually maybe get rid of some of these and just run some new lines and connect to those joints over there? The reason being is because this will be in the laundry room and it'll be in the way of somebody's ceiling height coverage. So I want to give them as much space as we have. We'll have to put like a laundry box on the wall here, and we can run the drains right over here, and then we can connect. So this laundry box will stay here as well. I also want to cut these oil lines. Just cut them out, get them out. I mean, we know that it's there. Make sure they're sealed. We'll make sure they have the outlets for the washer and dryer. We will run the gas line. We'll give them an extension, but they have a dryer outlet here. I don't know which panel this is connected to, but maybe we will add an electric connection as well, so the tenant at least has the option of doing a gas dryer or an electric dryer, because everything's going to be exposed before we frame this in. So let's make sure that we have the proper options. I think that's it. Like I said, this beam is going to be covered. The ceiling is going to be sheetrocked. So once we sheetrock it, we'll just take the any of the pipes out of here, clamp them up to the ceiling. So they'll put the sheetrock above it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. We may have to. Oh no. So this switch is good here because this switch controls this light, but it's also tapped onto these other lights here. So maybe what we'll do is when we build the wall, actually the wall's right here, when we open up the door, we'll have to add a switch to jump those two light fixtures so that they have some light over here. Again, we're not sheetrocking the ceiling or anything over here. Okay. Yeah, I think we got it all.